Did you know that near Turin there is a small peak and above it, perched as if to defend itself from all the evil of humanity, the most dominant and imposing Sacra of the Susa Valley? Yes, but before talking about it, watch folks, I'm Lawrence and my aim is to show you many places around the world from my partially human perspective. Before I start, help me to grow this project, snap me a like and subscribe. It was a beautiful spring day, and I was completely lost wandering around the lakes of Avigliana when, suddenly, I saw in the distance an imposing church judging me from above as if he had been the grumpiest owl I had ever seen. Indeed, on the lower Mount Pircariano stood the famous Sacra di San Michele, one of the most important in the area, and well, worth a visit. I decided to get closer also because from up there I could find my way back. So I left the car in a small village called San Pietro and I started to walk the famous pilgrim spot for a short distance. The spring around me had exploded into 1,000 colors and of course I set out to admire them all. It didn't take long, almost a quarter of an hour on foot, and then here I was with this majestic Sacra in front of me, set on the mountain top like the black gem of a ring of the Ice Queen of Darkness. Yes, it looked a little intricate, like when you use Lego bricks to build a random shape without following the instructions. There were arches coming out of towers, towers out of walls, walls with strange structures, poor chaos. Even the architectural style is strange, partly Romanesque and partly French Gothic. At the entrance you are immediately greeted by a very peculiar statue of the Archangel Michael or Michele in Italian. Look at this. They melted my archangel. It looked like one of those strange reflections you see out of the corner of your eye when you look in the mirror. Following this distressing and steep staircase, going through the Zodiac Gate, through a passageway surrounded by arches and columns, I found the wooden door of the church, which was also a bit distressing because of these two depictions of devils, swords and sin serpents. But I was really curious and so I went in. The church inside is quite small and for a moment I went back to the mysterious dark old nights of the Middle Ages, on this peak with the candles, the spirituality, the monks who knew each other very well, perhaps a bit like one big family, and the hope of getting good news from the city from time to time. I had the feeling that it was like a refuge, a ravine where one could hide from those dark times and live a quiet, happy and withdrawn life. I admired the frescoes, we were beautiful, some were Christians and some, well, less Christian. Then I went out to the viewing terrace. The view was amazing from up there and I had finally managed to get my bearings. I had to go that way, or maybe the other way. While I was thinking that, I still had to visit the last part of the structure, that is, the so-called new monastery, or in short, what was left of it. The spot that I liked the most was this little balcony behind this tower that gave me an incredible view of the Sacra. And in the end I also found a beautiful bell and then I went out. I was really happy. I discovered a beautiful hidden gem of the Piedmont, a place truly full of mystery. Then I went down the path to the base and it was exactly in that moment that I was struck by a light of realization. Namely, that if one day your compass should break, always remember to be really careful about the reflections in your mirror.